So I think one thing with producers is that when it comes to making beats and selling beats online, one of the biggest hurdles that people need to overcome is the fact that there's so many ways to make money selling beats, whether it's mixing or obviously selling beats like through licensing. There are ways to do custom beats. There are ways to do email marketing. Nowadays, it's like loops is really big. You can cook up a loop, send it to another producer. He can make a beat with that, and then you guys do splits. My point is, there's so many different ways to monetize making music or making beats that people overanalyze, and what happens is they sort of have to try everything, and they go in these cycles where they'll start making loops, and then they'll be like, you know what? No, they'll watch some YouTube video and they'll be like, you know what? No, I gotta go all in on BeatStars. And they drop beats every day on BeatStars, and they'll do that for probably about a week or 2 weeks. And then they'll see something about sync licensing. They're like, oh, sync licensing is how you make these huge payouts. You get like 10 grand payouts. So they'll try to do that. And they'll go through all the libraries. And then all of a sudden they'll see something again about doing custom beats and how on Instagram you can DM artists and do custom beats. And it's just like you're going in these cycles. And the reality is all of these methods make money. All of these methods could work out and give you a full career in music, but you just haven't necessarily committed to one of those things. And I think when I started selling beats online, that was 2015, there wasn't really that much information, or should I even say distractions, that you can kind of go in all these different directions and all of a sudden you switch it up and go in another direction. So back then, the game was basically just drop beats on YouTube, and it takes a long time, and then eventually you can sell beats. And you know what? I still think about that, and I still think that is a way of making money online. Is it the quickest? No, probably not. But producers' mindset needs to be, this is just something that I do now. It's not about, I'm going to do this for a week, and if it doesn't work, I'm just going to give up. Because that'll never work with anything. You have to kind of switch your mindset from being goal-oriented, which is, I'm going to make $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, to more just journey-oriented. Like, you want to be a music producer. And if you want to be a music producer, all you really have to do is just consistently make music. And eventually, if you put out enough valuable content, enough valuable music consistently, slowly but surely, brick by brick, day by day, you'll actually start getting subscribers, and you'll actually start making sales, and you'll actually start getting DMs, people being like, yo, I heard this beat. I mean, I can DM somebody now, like a cold DM, if an artist that I really like, and I'll say, hey, I really like your music, we should work together. And they'll be like, oh, I listened to your beats 3 years ago. I used to like freestyle your beats years ago. Appreciate you reaching out. And that's not uncommon. And for me, that is so funny, because it's like, it's only for me just doing this so consistently, so day in and day out. And it never really was, I have to make a sale today. It was just, I kind of incorporated making beats and making music into my lifestyle every day. My only goal was to say, I'm just going to try to make a beat a day for pretty much as long as possible. I mean, when the Frank Ocean beats started really picking up in, I think it was about 2016 when I started targeting Frank Ocean type beat. I remember my goal with that, and I had one that ranked pretty well, and I was ranking for that key term, Frank Ocean type beat. And I remember saying, you know what? I'm just going to do 500 Frank Ocean type beats, because this is working, and I'm just going to make 500 of them. And then at that point, I'm going to figure out where I'm at. At that point, I'm going to figure out, should I keep targeting this? Should I switch it up? Should I reach out to artists? I didn't really have a goal at that point at all. I was like, I'm just going to make 500 Frank Ocean type beats and see what happens. And I think that is a healthy mindset to be in, because I wasn't distracted at all. I wasn't like, I'm gonna make 100 Frank Ocean type beats, or I make 7 Frank Ocean type beats, and then when we get into sync licensing, that would have switched my path so much. Or I'm gonna make as many Frank Ocean type beats as I can, and then get into loops, because already like that's not a good goal to say like as many as I can, because it's just like that's already implying to you that there's gonna be a time when you stop. And like I think the best thing to do is just approach it like, my mindset is I'm just going to make 500 Frank Ocean type beats, and just, even then, like I might have made more than 500. You know, I think to have a really big goal that sort of has the gravity and has the point of it being consistency, that's when you start really seeing results. But so I just started thinking about mindset and how, don't be so goal oriented. Don't think about it more as your journey. Like you just want to be a producer. You just want to make beats every day. You just want to hit up artists. You just want to be in that realm. And it might take a month. It might take 5 years before you start making sales. But say to yourself, this is what I'm just going to do now. And I think you'll start seeing results. Like and subscribe for more. I'm trying to do more of these videos. So let me know in the comments if you appreciate it. Peace out.